guys, my name is Cal, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to play Fly Farm Blues by Jack White, and It Might Get Loud, as you can see by the background there. It's a pretty simple song. It sounds really good with a lot of distortion, so make sure you have a distortion pedal or be able to turn that up on your amp, something of the sort to get that really crunchy sound. Without further ado, let's get into the song. As I mentioned before, make sure you have a lot of distortion and turn up the reverb about a quarter of the way. I've turned it down for the purposes of the lesson, but you heard it in the intro. It's a really crunchy sound. Okay, so the song starts off just a simple E major chord, open E string, and then your first finger barring down the A and the D on the second fret. So, and then you basically just flatten your hand on the strings, so you mute all the strings, and then just hit them all. It's pretty simple. So, which is just third finger slide up from the third to the from the fifth to the seventh. First finger on the fifth fret A string, then back to the seventh fret E string. So. And he does that once, and then he goes to this, which is the same starting E major chord, and then with your third finger, place it on the third fret B string, and sort of bend up, half step, a little more than a half step, and then let it come down, and then a pull off. So. And you can sort of hit some other strings as well. It's kind of a dirty sounding song. It's not really that clean, which is a good thing, and I think it sounds really cool. So again. And then two strums, everything closed. I'll just say closed for when you're muting it, or muted. And then on the third one, you basically strum all the strings with your second finger, or first finger, doesn't really matter, on the third fret E string. And then back to the E. So that whole section is. Then it repeats that again. And basically what he's doing in between those licks, it's just this scale right here. Just your E scale. It's pretty simple, and you can just solo off of any of those notes, really. If you go pause the video and watch that back again to get the exact notes. Basically, it starts on the third fret, and then second fret, it's kind of open. And you can just sort of play around with little licks here and there in between his riff. So anyway. And that's the verse there. Once he starts singing, it's just. Which is that E chord, and then muted, three strums muted, 1, 2, 3, and then second finger on the open, the third fret E string, and then open, the rest of the strings are open. I usually strum up, by the way, on those, so. And you can sort of, after the E, instead of just muting it, you can go ahead and throw in the third fret E string, which is just third fret E string, sort of bend down, and then pull off to open. And then he goes back into transitions using this riff. which is the same as the opening, just plays it multiple times. So again, slide up from the 5th to the 7th. And that's pretty much the majority of what he does right there. He does do an A chord at some point, so... And the A chord is just first finger barring down the 2nd fret, open A, and the rest of the strings are barred. And what he does is he throws in his 3rd finger on the 3rd fret high E. So instead of, it's that. Back to the E. And then he goes to a B chord, which is first finger on the 2nd fret A string, and then either barred or 3rd and 4th fingers on the 4th fret D string and G string. And then back to the A. And that section is really similar to Ball and Biscuit. I actually forgot what the song was that it sounded like there for a second. But that's actually what it sounds like. It's exactly the same. E throws in the 3rd fret, and then A and B. Pretty classic progression there. But anyway, that's the song.